Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all three of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's really struggled 0 for 10. And he misses with it, 1-1. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. Two and one now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Rodon offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway. Here's Mookie Betts, a reigning batting champion in the American League. First pitch on its way. This is foul right side. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He won the Hank Aaron Award in the American League. That is the best offensive player, and boy, did he put together a season. Power and average, he showed us everything last year.
Next up for the Red Sox, Steve Pearce. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. Benintendi, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Runner. 1-1 home. Benintendi's on the move. Strike called. Now the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runner at second here with 1 man out.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And another foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's gone 3 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a heads-up play to get back to first, as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. The set and the 2-0. 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
Ready on 0-2. And this one gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. One and two. Here it is. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. One run scores. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's 4 for 11. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. 3 runs already home here. Two and 0 to Eduardo Nunez.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-0 pitch lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Three and 2, full count.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Sanchez is up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning. No errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Boston's out in front, 3-0. Chris Sale will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard on the ground to second. Nunez takes it in, and there's 1 away. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes 1 grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there at the letters 0-1. Here it comes. 1-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In the air out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. 2 down. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jose Abreu. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's 1 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Sale, a native Floridian. He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Sale into the windup. Here's the 1-2. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Yonder Alonso would be next. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Here's Yonder Alonso, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And it's fouled away. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. White Sox leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
2-0 count. The pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Geyer on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And I'm going to focus today on Tim Anderson. And when I say his name, I think quick feet. Not only defensively at the shortstop position, but also putting the defense on their heels. When he gets on base, look for him to take off. And he's got a strong arm as well from shortstop.
Ready now, Christian Vasquez. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's gone 3 for 11. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And this is lined softly here to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball well outside. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
At the plate, Leury Garcia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The windup and the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Sales ready. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
2 out, nobody on. The White Sox down to their last strike. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Sale earns the victory on the mound. Carlos Rodon only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive by safely.